Hello everyone and welcome back to another beautiful day in Riverbend Springs. It is a bit cloudy, but nonetheless, it is such a beautiful day. It's warm, it's nice, it's 25 degrees Celsius already. The bees are hard at work. And I have something big planned for today. So, as you might have seen, I had quite some trouble putting those logs together. So I googled yesterday evening and I found there is an option to use a wheel loader to do said kind of stuff. I was looking through all kinds of machines, different yarders, different excavators, but in the end a wheel loader sounds perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make myself ready for the journey. I'll take honey to be sold at the restaurant, and then I'll stop at the vehicle store and I'll try to get... I'm just thinking, yeah, I left the chainsaw down at Walter's, so that's okay, it's waiting for me there. But yeah, I will try and take... You know what? I think July is the best month to actually sell furniture, so let me check this out. And I have another pallet out. Yeah. Let me check the prices, and if those are correct or optimal, I am not gonna go with the quad as I first planned to, but I'm gonna take my international truck, load it up with all the pallets and the honey, and take one trip down and get those wheel loaders and the grapple hook, the log grapple, or I think they're called log grapples. Look at that, we have 6 pallets of furniture together with that one over there. Perfect. Yeah, let me check the prices and I'll be back in a jiffy. Whew, who would have known? Today really is the best time to sell it. The price for one pallet is almost 3,850, I think. That's a lot of money. So let me get the truck ready. The playground is still not ready to accept another load of materials. They still have a few pallets left, so I'll probably make a delivery towards the evening today. But in any case, yeah, that is quite a feat. So let me take these pallets one by one. I don't want to damage anything, you know. Gotta be careful. And there's another thing I wanted to say is I've been playing around with the location of my microphone while recording. So I hope you don't hear many puffs from my nose or mouth, because I did put the mic more in front of my face than usual, because I think the voice quality could improve a bit. There is some room for improvement. So if it's bad, I do apologize. I'm very, very sorry. But yeah, I have some cheap mic. I actually read the reviews because I got this as a gift. And someone online wrote, I laughed out loud when I read it, that this microphone is probably not worth a warm cup of spit. I mean, that's a terrible review, you know? But it made me laugh because, come on. I always loved comparisons like this. And another man that records vlogs about his farm life, Mr. John Tambiers, he once said that in life, sometimes you are the windshield and sometimes you're the bug. Oh man, that also made me laugh so hard. So yeah, if you have any good comparisons that I could use in live or in videos, please let me know. I'll be happy to share them. So if I have 6 pallets of furniture and one is almost 4,000, let's say we're gonna get paid around 20 grand for these pallets, which is perfect. I think that should also cover the cost of the... Let's push it on a bit. Hope I'm not pushing it too far. That should cover the cost of renting that wheel loader that I'm planning to use. But yeah, if I would go and do all that manually, I would have quite a lot of trouble, I think. It would take a lot of time, a lot of effort. And there at Walters there's not much problem because the shrubs are not too big. But on the other side of the road by the field, the shrubbery is quite overgrown, you know. And if I would try to load stuff there... Come on. Yeah, if I would try to load stuff there, I would probably have a few issues because I would not be able to see the logs properly. And not being able to see the logs sounds like a danger to me, so... Yeah. I do want to make things as safe as possible for me. So I think that's gonna be the best course of action, the best plan. On the other hand, since I have an overstock of wood now, I have reactivated the regular plank, so short plank production. So we're gonna have some more when we need it, because I believe that playground is gonna take quite a lot of those. Come on, get off. Stuck on me now. That's right. Okay. Now for the last pallet, this time I'll load honey with the forklift. I just hope I don't throw everything on the ground and write that as a loss. Wow, quite a full pallet. I'm not even sure if I'd be able to load this up by hand, maybe crate by crate. And even if I would load this up, I'm not sure if I'd have enough strength on the quad bike to actually haul this. Okay. Yikes. Yo. Okay. Perfect. Gentle as a butterfly. Alrighty then, so let's strap this all down. How does it look like on the other side? Ooh, yikes, no, it's not good. Okay, I'm gonna sort this out and we'll see you down when I sell the first batch of this load. My first stop is the restaurant. I'm gonna leave my honey here. Gotta ask them sometimes what they're doing with it. But yeah, let's stop here at their warehouse at the cooler. And let's this beauty off. Okay, $1,168. Not too shabby. The next stop is gonna be the warehouse, our usual buyer for the furniture. And the next stop is gonna be the vehicle store. You know what I always kind of loved or had a good feeling about? Because it reminds me of my youth, these tram lines, you know. I don't know why, but they just seem so natural. Even though, of course, they are far from natural. But they give me some kind of, I don't know, nostalgic feeling. Let's call it that, yeah. Tram lines in the fields. Of course, they're not for trams. They are for the tractors to move without destroying crop. Because it would be pointless to plant things in the ground and then just drive over it. Oh yeah, beautiful thing. Alright, I'm gonna sell this or load it off, and I'll tag back in when it's done. Right, $22,668 for the furniture, so I was close at 20,000, but I missed it by almost 10%. Well, yeah, almost 10. So next up is the vehicle shop, and let's go get our work vehicle for today. Looking forward to it quite a lot, let's say. And where do I want to park? Park right here, where it's plenty out of the way, so come on, lady. There's a big truck coming. I think you should move away. I was as close to her as some people are to other cars on the road, right? I always wonder what those people are thinking. Probably not much. But when someone is driving so close to me that I can't see their headlights anymore, that's way too close, yeah. Way too dangerous. If something unexpected happens and I have to slam on my brakes, we are definitely having issues. Anyway, I'll be back in a jiffy. Alright, $13,000 later, we have this beauty. It's a Volvo L120H. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's a Volvo and it's a beautiful, beautiful wheel loader. Now, the only thing I hope is that this beast is heavy enough to actually handle the logs and get in it. Look at this. I mean, how beautiful. That giant engine at the rear. Man, I love this. Nice. So yeah, oh, it's a geared one. I actually expected it to be a CVT. Can you hear the screaming when I reverse? Oh man, yeah, safety first, of course. That was loud. Okay, so let's see. This control is the same as mine. This is the same. This is also the same. So let me find the button for the beacons. There it is. Just see. Oh, it's a LED, an LED. Alright, good. Well, let's try and go put some logs on the pile. The first thing I'm gonna tackle is the pile that I made previously with the winch and the winch blade. And the next thing I want to tackle is all the other trees and bring them over. I really want to do all this today because leasing is quite expensive, and if I want to have it for multiple days, the price is gonna rack up quite high. So best thing to do is make sure I'm finished today. I still have plenty of time. It's not even 9 AM. Close to. Not yet. Now the only thing I'm not sure is these trees are quite heavy because they still have a lot of moisture in them since they were, you know, growing. It was beginning of summer and they simply broke off, so they are not dry, and dry trees are usually quite light, and wet trees are usually quite heavy, so really wonder how this is gonna go. So the plan is I want to take all the trees over there on that plateau. Let me see. Can I pick up multiple? Okay. Struggle much. Right. After all that effort, I grabbed one. Right. So by feeling, it actually feels like the weight is not too much for the wheel loader, which I think it's a grand thing. Because usually when you pick up a tree like that, your rear end starts lifting. But it looks like it's quite okay here. And I want to go slow because I'm not used to the machine and I really don't want to do any damage. But yeah, here in the middle I think it's gonna be good. Mr. Walter said that he has no problem going around a pile of trees. Okay. Oh. Didn't want to position it like this, so I'm gonna shuffle it around a bit. Right. Well, load number one. And I think I'm gonna do the rest in a time lapse, since this is probably gonna be a whole day job. And as I said, I don't want to rush. I don't want to do things with possibilities for anything to go wrong. You know, I always have to be careful going on the road because you never know who's gonna come and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side. Right, so this is the pile of logs that was in Mr. Walter's land. I already taken 3 away. And the rest is also gonna be transported here. So for this I need to get my chainsaw that I believe I left in the here. I must have left it up at my place. Ah, man. And I don't have a truck here. Well, this deserves a visit to Mr. Walter. I'm gonna ask him if he can lend me his truck so I can get my chainsaw. Coming to his house with a machine like that. Hi, Walter. Hey, I have a question. Well, Mr. Walter had even a better idea, and he actually lent me one of his chainsaws. So, yeah, good either way. Even better, actually, so I don't have to go back to my place and drive back here. You know, I avoid much of the hassle. Now, how will I do this? I really don't think I can fit the logs through here, and I don't want to thread them through these trees. So I'll probably go the same way that as I went up until now. But let me park this right here. It's enough out of the way, so if everyone comes here, the driver has a good view of the intersection. Now, let me show you the chainsaw. I mean, I was not expecting this. Look at it. It's a Polish model, something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, it made me chuckle. So, how tall is this tree? Yeah, I can take it down this way. So let's hear it work. Yeah, that's nasty sound. And it goes through. Good. Let me try and delimit. Take all the branches away. Alright. Well, it is a funny chainsaw, but I guess it works. So, yeah, I'm gonna go through all these trees, take them down, and then I'm gonna take them to Walter's place. Man, it's a rough sounding chainsaw. Thin. Such a thin and angry sound. And yeah, these are the weeds and the shrubs I was talking about previously. If I would leave trees here in this shrubbery, they would be so hard to see, and down here it's even worse. There's all kind of bush and stuff like that, and a tree lying here, I could easily miss it. So yeah, I think it's gonna be better if I take everything down and transport it over there to Mr. Walter's place. Yeah, I'll skip this cutting down complete in the hole. Not gonna record any of it since it's gonna be just really hard to see even if I would speed up the video. So yeah, I will. Sure. Oh, there's another tree over there hiding. You think you could run away? Yeah, I'll be back when I start moving these. That's probably gonna be the most interesting part. Ooh, that was tough. Man, oh, I missed the branch here. Just sort this out real quick. Like this. Oh man, it's hot. It's so hot outside. The sun is... it is cloudy, but it's still beating down on me. All the trees are down. The trees are down. Okay, lost my train of thought, but in any case, I need to get into the Volvo. Turn the air conditioning on. Have myself a cold one. Non-alcoholic, of course. You don't operate machines like that and drink alcohol. It's bad business. And yeah, it's time to start moving them about. Okay, let me set the air conditioning on. 22 degrees sounds pretty awesome. Automatic and automatic. Sounds awesome. Good. Well, time to move the beasts. I think the traffic's not gonna be an issue here, so let's go. But I should put the beacon on, I think. Perfect. And yet again, time-lapse time. Right, bringing the last 2 logs. Whew, this was a job. It took quite a few hours. It's 3 p.m. already. But yeah, this part of the job is done. Now the next part is gonna be cutting 3 logs into half each time and loading them on the trailer and taking them into the sawmill. So I'm thinking of waiting another month so my sawmill actually processes a bit more wood that has in store. So I can take maybe 2, possibly 3 trailers in. But yeah, it's quite a pile. It's quite a pile. And I am nearing very close to another hour of use. Actually, the first hour of use of this machine, so I'm gonna run back to the store and return it because the leasing agreement says you pay the leasing per day and you pay the leasing per hour. So right now, when I leased it, I paid daily and hourly lease in one go. And then if I use it for more than an hour, I have to pay another hourly lease, even if it was just a minute over. So they have this tracking mechanism in there. And yeah, I have bumped over the stop sign again. Signs beware. This should be my middle name. Paso. Signs beware, Sim. Oh man. So yeah, I really hope I get there in time, so I don't have to pay another a few thousand, I think. If the original leasing was 12,000, possibly the hourly lease is around 8. Let me put it in top gear and let's go. Mind you, the hourly counter only runs when the machine is running or when you're using it. So it only rakes up while you actually use the machine, which is fair. I don't think it can be any more fair than that. And I have also cooled down quite nicely under the air conditioning here. So let me park it here. I'm still at 0.9 hours. Turn it off, beacon off, and success. I have returned it just in the nick of time. Right. You know what, I should return the keys, shouldn't I? Good, that is all sorted out. Now let me get this beautiful truck. Right, so I have been chilling here for about an hour or so. Ah, man, it felt good. I drank something nice and I have received a call from the playground construction. They need, listen to this, 6 pallets of wood beams. Oh, look, we have a deer in the sawmill. What a brave deer. Should not be here. Deer. And they need 12 pallets of regular planks, and there are 2. They must feel safe. Okay, I'm not gonna disturb them. I'm just gonna run in with the truck and scare them off this way. But yeah, they need... Okay, let me start this again. They need 6 pallets of wood beams, 12 pallets of regular planks, and 12 pallets of long planks. Which is quite an order. Quite an order. I did not expect I'm gonna have to deliver this much materials. But remember, 6 pallets of wood beams were delivered previously, so I can now supplement with another 6. Looks like I only have 4. That's fine enough. So I'm gonna take 4 pallets of wood beams. Oh no, actually I have 7. Alrighty then, I have enough of everything. Beautiful. I'm gonna load this off screen. I really don't want this episode to run too long, because the last one was 50 minutes. And I deemed that to be much too long, so yeah, I'll sort this out off screen, and I will see you down when I sell stuff, just so you can appreciate the appreciation of my bank account, and we can all appreciate the new the new bank account statement number. Much appreciation, everyone. Yeah, look at that, the ship, and my front wheels are going off the ground. I might have overloaded this truck. Might. So, in total I have the remaining required wood beams, 6,000 liters, 6 pallets. I have all the regular planks, short planks, 12 pallets of those, and 2 pallets of long planks. So let me just show you the situation. So the 2 pallets of wood beams are down here, 2 pallets of long planks are here, 9 pallets of regular planks here, and then I have the remaining 4 wood beam pallets and the remaining 3 regular plank. Now I'm gonna take all the straps off. I'm gonna drive to the pickup point, and I'll tag back in when everything is unloaded. Ooh, look at that, lively. Lively. Come on. The other side. Right, so we got paid 21, 27, 25 and 9,000. So that's 30, 57 and 20 years. 77 is almost 83, 84. Around 84,000, let's say it like that. And look at that, the ship is getting more in shape. Yeah, I really wonder what's gonna come out of this. I think it's gonna be awesome. And it's a huge playground. Can you imagine being a kid and going to a playground of this size and this complexity? And that would be awesome. In any case, I need to return back with 10 more pallets of long planks. Alrighty, loading the last batch. This is gonna be 10 pallets, 6 on the trailer, 4 on the truck. Come on. Off. Good. Okay, perfect. Whew. That was some loading effort. In any case, yeah, this is all done. This is gonna be all the materials delivered. And it made my bank account quite nice looking even now. And I still have 10 pallets of long planks to deliver. So let's take care of that. And yeah, I started recording because I wanted to show you the state of my my sawmill. We have almost another pallet of regular planks, almost another pallet of long planks. We have 32,000 liters of wood, and wood beams almost a third of a pallet. So I have emptied out this, how could I say, this sawmill quite nicely. Now the materials are dwindling down. Any case, let's see you down. Right, another 25 and 16,000, that makes it 41,000 added to the bank account. And as you can see on the bottom right corner, we have all the materials ready, delivered. And the builders are gonna continue building this giant earth ship. So yeah, this has been quite a day. It's 7 p.m. already. So I'm gonna run back home, gonna take a nice long shower. Maybe even a bath, not sure. You know what, I should buy a bath and put it outside. Jacuzzi. In any case, I'm gonna relax. It's been a long day, done a lot of work. And we'll see you next time. So thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun. Take care and goodbye.